Yo. What's up? It's your boy King Bot, KV and with my man Primetime Naeem. And we have most requested back. Curry, what's happening, brother?
What it do? What's going on?
Ain't too much, man. How you living?
Fabulous, baby.
Hey, look, that's what I like to hear, man.
Fabulous.
All right, Naeem, you good?
I'm good, man. I'm great.
Okay, all right.
I'm great.
All right. So Curry, what's your Thanksgiving plans looking like, brother?
Chilling, eating, and drinking.
Okay.
That's how we do it. No cooking over here. Definitely gonna get drunk though. Eat good.
For sure.
Talk shit with family.
For sure.
Enjoy myself. Spread love. That's what we do.
Absolutely. That's what we need.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Where we want to start, fellas? We got some shit to get into. So where we want to start?
Man, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, them topics y'all saying. I was like, oh damn, okay. I said, I got to put my thinking cap on for real this time.
All right, man. So I guess I'll start at the top, man. So what is one thing that will make y'all check out of a relationship? And you can't mention cheating. Cheating is off the table. Like, you can't mention that at all. You know, you gotta give me one thing that'll make you check out from a relationship.
Oh, for me,
just
constant like bickering, constant arguments, constant complaining, bro. Like one of my exactly.
Yeah. So Jay just said nagging.
Yeah. Like that's the one thing, bro. Like I hate having the same conversation over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we talked about this. Like, we don't need to rehash this. Or every time something comes up, you bringing up some old shit. Or you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it, we hashed it out. Let's move on. Like,
right.
Just like finding things to complain about. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, all right, I do this. All right, fine, I did it. But now you want to complain about how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that type of shit. Like, it just like I ain't got time for it. I don't like it. To me, it's a waste of energy. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean? I don't want to spend a lot of time arguing over dumb shit. Like, especially when we can have an adult conversation about it and work shit out. But if you just, you know, you speaking from your emotions versus logic, then you know we're not gonna get nowhere.
Okay,
so that's the one for me.
All right.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I'm slightly different. You know, the thing that will make me check out is a woman that's emotionally unavailable. Because I'm one way when you see me out somewhere, but at home I'm totally soft. And as a man, I can admit that because the woman that I'm with,
be with your woman,
you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, let me say this, bro. The one place, man, a man should be soft, bro, is at home with his woman.
Right.
I agree.
You know
right.
And that's when you know what I mean. You should be able to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I feel like I gotta activate myself in the street sense when I'm at home, then yeah, it'll be, you know what I'm saying, it'll definitely be a problem. And I'm not the one to be honest with you, man, like in today's generation, the way the world is going, I don't mind the nagging, the arguing, not so much arguing, like you said, having an adult conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do understand after a while having the same conversations will get old.
Right.
And so that's when emotions will fall in versus logic. But, you know, I don't mind the nagging because one thing I've learned in life is that when a woman stops nagging, then you have a problem.
Yeah, right.
And so if you ain't took the trash out in 2 weeks and she ain't said nothing to you, you have an issue. And that's small. You know what I'm saying? That's small.
Something middle school, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's small, but the way women think, it's important to them because that's a part of masculinity for them.
Yeah.
He takes the trash out. He brings the groceries in the house. He cuts the grass. I do the cleaning. He even helps me cook. But certain things that he does allows me to remain in that feminine role.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just the same thing with a man. It's certain things that a woman does that allows me to remain in that masculine role.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Even though you might like to cook.
Right.
And you might help your lady in the kitchen cook. She might tell you, "No, what you need to do is you need to go in there and sit your ass down. You can watch TV or play the game, do whatever you're going to do. When dinner's ready, I'll let you know.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I'll bring your plate to you." You're not going to turn that down.
Hell no, I ain't going to turn that down.
No, absolutely not.
Because she's that way and she operates that way, you'll clean the kitchen up. You'll do the dishes. You see what I'm saying? You're going to definitely take the trash out.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So certain things, man, you know, I definitely want to be soft for a woman because I always got to be tough.
Yeah.
When you walk out your crib, you got to be tough. You got to be tough on your job. A nigga try you because he feel like he is more, I don't want to say street, but I'll say he feels like he's more activated than you.
Right.
Okay, then you take care of your business as a man.
Right.
When you go home, though, you ain't trying to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shouldn't have to. Yeah.
You know, imagine yourself being in a relationship with a woman that you have to physically fight. You don't want to do that.
Nah,
you already got to do it. You already got to do it when you walk outside your door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Right. That's why, man, I talk about, man, like women, like be your man's peace, man. Because,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like you said, man, you out there, man. You, as men, we got to fight for dominance every day. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be tough out there. Otherwise, you know what I mean? The world's just gonna eat us up. So like when we get home, like yo, like ladies, be your man peace. You know what I mean?
So Curry, you mentioned the femininity and the masculinity between the two. Naeem, you had a recent posting where you talked about masculine females. You want to share?
You want to share that?
Yeah, you want to share it on the pod, man?
Listen, I mean, I'm not gonna go into too many details, man. But basically, this is what I said, man. I'm glad you brought up these points, man. Because basically I was talking about like what men really want out of women.
Okay.
And I was saying what men really want is a woman who's feminine. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We want a woman who's tender, a woman who's nurturing. You know what I'm saying? You talk about like, cooking for your man. That's a nurturing thing to do. A woman who is, emotionally available, who's supportive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman who's modest, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that are like feminine traits. And you know what I mean? Like a lot of women in today's modern society are very masculine.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, that can kind of like, that can conflict, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you want to play your masculine role. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be butting heads. There can't be two leaders in the house, right?
Right.
There's only one leader. And one thing you got to know is that feminine energy attracts masculine energy.
It does.
Masculine energy attracts feminine energy.
It does.
So like women, so if y'all out here being masculine, what's going to happen is you're going to end up with these feminine men, these guys who are pushovers. You know what I mean? Like
bigger facts.
These guys you can just walk all over. And so, which that's not what you want. You know what I mean? So, I'm not really sure why certain people have an issue with that. You know what I mean? But this is what men want.
It becomes an issue because it's a stigma in our culture. So when it comes to, and I've even seen this with black men, when it comes to a black woman or a black man, when you're giving constructive criticism, it becomes a problem. See what I mean? Like, I could do this better. You could do this better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Right.
The problem is women just feel they have to be masculine in order for them to achieve certain things that they want in life. So, like you said, there's a lot of guys that they tend to be soft in a lot of situations. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't blame a black woman. I blame the black man
for not teaching them.
For not teaching them. You know, a lot of times black men only look at women, especially black women, for sex, instead of trying to connect on a different type of level. You know, the sex, that's easy.
Yeah, right.
That's easy. That's real easy. There ain't nothing.
See, I'm gonna take it somewhere else. So I'm gonna say, if anything, the issue with black men is we have not enough black leaders.
We don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not enough black men who are protectors, providers, men who are assertive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I also want to piggyback on that. We're missing the old heads. That's what we're missing.
But see, the thing about that is the new age black woman, they're not really interested in the old head way. If you feel what I mean, because
like I'm talking about for the black boys. Like we're missing
black
that.
Bros.
Yeah, we're missing that.
Because you can't talk to the younger generation. You can't talk to teenagers.
Yeah, you can't
know
say
what I'm saying?
Shit to these niggas, man.
As a black man, 33 years old, I done been through a lot of shit. If I see a young nigga out here that's going through something and I try to talk to him, I already know it's gonna go left. Here's the problem though. He doesn't know that the type of time that he's on, I'm already on.
Right.
It just, I know how to suppress it.
Yeah.
So if you put me in a room full of white businessmen, I know how to sit down at the table and converse. But if you put me on the street with a bunch of niggas and some drama going on, I know how to activate myself. So that's the problem, really. You can't speak to the younger generation in a way that certain people talk to us.
Right.
And that's becoming the problem with this whole black man versus black woman thing. That's why they're so masculine. For one, you ask any black woman, 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you, well, we feel like black men don't protect us. They beat us. They rape us. Fuck the white man. Yeah, he do it. Yeah, he been doing it. But then y'all been doing it too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just, it comes to a point, though, you have to be with somebody that can tone their masculine energy down.
Right.
And that goes for a black man and a black woman. The way I'm going to speak with y'all, I don't talk like that to the woman that I'm with. And so it's about leadership. Yeah, I'm the head, but she's the neck. The head can't do nothing without the neck.
Damn. God damn it, Curry.
You can't move your head without the muscles in your neck.
That's facts.
You see what I'm saying? You just can't. Yeah, and the head, it can't operate. The neck can't operate without the head. So when you realize that, then you realize, okay, this type of energy is intertwined. You see what I'm saying? It's intertwined. We both need each other. Don't let nobody tell you you don't need love. You do.
Right.
Yeah,
everybody does. Everybody does.
You do.
So that's just natural human need.
Right. It just all depends on how y'all are going to operate. Because you got women out here that beat niggas' asses.
I just seen a post about that shit.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
You do. You like they're so masculine. You got to be the type of man, though, that can tone that situation down. And how I look at it, I see what you're saying about women being masculine. In certain situations, though, you will want that. You will want if 3 niggas step to you, or if 3 niggas step to me and try to take my chain.
Right.
And it's just me and her. She might swing first. She might go out. She might pull out a damn gun. You see what I'm saying? Because women carry.
Yeah, right.
No, and they carry heavy.
Yeah.
So in those type of situations, you say to yourself, damn, yeah, it was masculine, but I take
look,
it.
I'm gonna push back on that right quick, man, because I don't know if you saw that video at the Steelers game where that shorty got in no dude's face and got her man fucked up.
Yeah.
You ain't seen that video?
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
So,
I did see that.
So, yeah, I mean, look, you want a shorty who has your back, but, like, you don't want a girl out here just popping off. You know what I'm saying?
She
starting shit,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
She started some shit. I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound racist, but even if I do, I really don't give a fuck. You catch me in the streets in Durham if you got a problem. But she created that whole situation, and she hit that dude 3 times.
Yeah, she did.
You know what I mean?
Her hands on him first.
Yeah, but the dude that was with her, what he should have did is picked her ass up and carried her out of the stadium.
Yeah, because
I'll take this. I'll take this loss on the money that I spent on these tickets. Sometimes you gotta just learn how to move, learn how to get yourself out of situations. Right. You don't always gotta be hard, and that's why I said when I come home, I want to be completely soft. So if you want me to put on a damn pink bathrobe, all right. I put her on a pink bathrobe, and niggas might be like, man, what the fuck Curry got going on? Fuck wrong with him? But in the back of your head, you'll know outside of my door, it's a completely different person.
Big facts. No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it's supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be, man. We as men, we need that, especially black men. We definitely need that, you know. But yeah, as men, we need that, man. Like, you know what? I didn't realize that I needed that kind of reciprocation of emotion until I started going to therapy, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I needed that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, you go through life and it's like a cycle of, you know, you with the same kind of person. It's like, damn, why can't I break this cycle? Well, you got to identify what's causing it first.
Right.
You know, and once you identify what's causing it or what you're missing to cause it, you know, then you can kind of be like, okay, yeah.
And you know, is women out here like that, you know. I take issue with the women that are out here like that. We take so long to fully commit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So imagine coming home to a woman that has food prepared on the table, allows you to take a minute for yourself if you had a long day. So whether you need to shower, smoke, just, you know, bring yourself down from the rough day you had.
Right.
And she allows you to do that, and then she comes to you and she's far beyond your peace. Because peace is an easy word. That's easy. You can be all by yourself and have peace. You go to the lake, sit by yourself, drink some beer, smoke you some bud, drink some liquor, and have peace. But imagine having another human being that maybe had a rough day too, but she's so in tune with you that she's concerned with what's going on with you. So fuck how my day went. I understand that you had a long day. So let me cater to you in ways beyond sex.
Right.
And she don't even have to cook. Well, for me, she don't even have to cook. She'd go pick up some shit or have some shit delivered or tell me, look here, I already paid for it. Just go pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Right.
Yo, no,
you know
that's love right there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what we should get back to. And black men should do the same thing for black women because black women go through a lot. And we put, unfortunately, even though sometimes it's blurry and we can't see it, we put black women through a lot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go through a lot of the same shit that we go through.
Bigger facts.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of time when they step out the house, you ain't never seen this side of her a day in your life. She step out, y'all going to the car, you getting ready to go to work, she going to work, girl come downstairs running her mouth, and then you see a side of the woman that you've been with that you had never seen before.
Wow.
So then you say, well, damn, that was some masculine energy. Mm-hmm. That's why I say sometimes it gets misconstrued because in the house, you don't want a lot of masculine energy. Yeah, like, damn, you need to calm down. Calm down, Tiger. Slow down. And damn. But you definitely want somebody that you know will have your back outside of your home. Just like she want the same thing. We want to protect naturally. But we're also human too. The only difference between us is male and female. Yeah. But if 4 niggas roll up on me and try to rob me and I'm with a female, if she got the opportunity to grab a gun off my hip because I was too slow to, I would love for her to do that. Yes, please.
But see, if you really think about it, if you end up in a situation and she grabbed a gun to help you out, technically, that's her still being feminine. I'm going to tell you why. Because being supportive is a feminine trait.
Being supportive is
a feminine trait. So if she sees her man in trouble, boom, that's actually her being feminine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now her starting some shit, that's being masculine.
Yeah.
But her coming in support of her man, that's actually being
But feminine. in that you'll see some masculinity in it too. Cause a lot of women are be scared, be hollering, screaming, and crying and shit.
Yeah.
But that woman that you take a glance at her and say, she look like my niggas in the street when it's time to
when it's time to activate.
Yeah, when it's time to get down, she look like my niggas in the street. Yeah, she a little masculine. But black women are gonna be masculine because naturally they're resilient and naturally they're strong.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna see a little bit of that. I know oftentimes it just be it way too much. Like, damn,
Yeah, but I mean, we all have masculine and energy and feminine energy within all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just usually swings a little bit more one way versus another.
Yeah. And then it's all about when you bring it out.
Right.
Because you can control it. Yeah. If you have control over yourself and your emotions, you can control those type of things. You know what I mean?
Because like you said, like, yo, there's times, like, especially now that I'm older, like, I'm more in tune with my emotions. And, and sometimes, like, yo, like, I want to be sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when I'm around my woman. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to be able to compress and relax and let stuff loose. You know what I mean? That's me kind of showing my feminine side. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But but we all got that. You know what I mean? We all have a little bit of feminine energy, but like it's mostly gonna be masculine.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just want to rest. Be goofy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, be right. So okay, so we've been going back and forth. Kind of really just giving advice, right? So the question I want to ask is, are too many unqualified people out here giving advice to black men?
Well, first you have to define. You got to define unqualified, because in certain situations you may have to come to grips with that you're unqualified yourself. Mm-hmm. See, a big part of life is self-reflection, and self-reflection is a motherfucker. When you gotta evaluate evaluate yourself in the mirror, and you realize certain things about yourself. But to answer your question, I don't really think, other than somebody, and forgive me if I sound racist, but like I said, I really don't care. Someone that's not black, they will be unqualified because they don't deal with the shit that we've dealt with. And I could take a white dude that's lived in the hood, in the projects. He still hasn't dealt with some of the things I've dealt with. So let's take a black woman and giving a black man advice.
Well, let me add, because I was just gonna say that, but let me ask you this: was her father around, or was her father not around? Does she have any kind of male role model to go off of?
It all depends on the woman herself, because a lot of people are born and don't have their father around, but that makes them seek knowledge from other places,
right,
to understand certain things. So you might be talking to a black woman that ain't never seen her daddy a day in her life, but the shit that she's spilling out of her head, deep down, it's the truth, or it's some truth to this. It's something in her that's making her speak this way to me. And then you have the ones that have been around their parents or their dad. Dad raised them by himself.
Yeah.
Mama won't nowhere around. What's the difference, though, in the daddy raising the daughter and the daddy that didn't raise the daughter, but essentially they're saying the same things? It's just two different tones.
Okay, so what I've run into more often than not, I get what you're saying, and there's definitely women out there who haven't had, a father figure around and are able to project, the definition of the ideal black man. But what I come across, just scrolling through social media, just like looking at what people are talking about, what I come across is women that that don't have any kind of father figure around at all, and they're spewing these obscenities like, oh, a black man's supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm listening, I'm just like, that's not right.
Yeah.
So first, I'm gonna say this, man. And look, man.
Now I'll say that shit. Fuck, look,
say that.
Look. We talking some real shit.
You know what I mean? Like, as far as like relationship advice for men, like I don't see too much good relationship advice when it comes from women. I feel like women really do not understand the black man struggle, like at all. Like they're just like, to me, it seems like, why aren't you like this? You should be like this. Why aren't you there? Right. But they don't have firsthand experience of why black men are in the situations that they're in. Why is it that, black men have this bad stigma? Why is it that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like maybe like few women who kind of understand, but like, women like call them pick-me's or whatever. But like, for me, like some of the best as far as like relationship advice, or maybe just even like just being a man advice, like manhood advice, it's gonna come from another black man. You know what I'm saying? Like that, to me, like from what I've heard from, from out there as far as advice, because they lived it. You get what I'm saying? Like when I'm getting advice from someone who lived it, like it's hard. Like, look, I'm not trying to say like women cannot understand our struggle, but like it's one thing to like empathize and understand what we're going through. It's a whole nother thing to live that experience.
All right, I'll say it like this. All of us here in this room right now come from a 2-parent household. So the shit hit different from when your dad say something than when your mom say something. The shit hit different, Like,
yes.
if my mom tells me, the shit happened. I'm gonna give a perfect example. My mom told me, "Oh, don't ride past that stop sign. Don't ride your bike past that stop sign up there." Guess what I did? Roll my bike past the fucking stop sign, right? Roll my bike past the fucking stop sign. There's a fucking dog out there, right? But had my dad told me, my dad would have told me what was beyond that stop sign. He'd have been like, yo, it's a dog up there that's loose. He's going to chase your ass. Don't ride past that stop sign. You get what I'm saying? It just hit different. It just hit different.
But see, the thing about that is, what you got to realize, that type of situation was your own situation.
Yeah.
See, my mom was the gangster in my family. Everybody knows my dad, this big heavy dude, 6'4", over 300 pounds, large hands, real deep voice. But my mom, she was the tough one. My dad at home was real chill, laid back, want to have fun, want to joke, want to laugh, want to spend time with people that want to do the same thing. But my mom, she was the one. And so that's where you have the difference. You see what I'm saying? So when you,
I like that.
See,
I like
when
that
you,
diversity.
yeah,
I
but
like
see,
diversity, though.
so when you take, it's the same. Now, my mom, she's a woman, right? So she could come in here and tell you some shit, and you might be like, man, you a woman, you don't. But then when you think about it,
yeah,
and then don't let another man tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
She might explain it differently than what my mom did, so it's a different tone. But essentially, they said the same shit, and you be sitting back like, damn. Cause so, like what you said, your mom told you not to ride your bike past the stop sign. So if you was my brother and our mama told you some shit like that, and how my mama is, she would have watched you do exactly what she know what you were gonna do.
Yeah,
right past that stop sign, and she would have waited on you and waited good. She would have played it real good and beat your ass to the point where my dad would have jumped up in the room. Ho, what the hell going on? Wait a minute. Hold on.
I got it.
And I've seen situations where shit, even a damn cousin, one of my little cousins, he was like 4 years old at the time. My mama was whooping his ass. And you know how big my daddy is.
Yeah, right.
And it wasn't a disrespect thing because she respects him absolutely the most. Mm-hmm. But when she's in that mode, it's just like, The same thing with a man. When he's in that mode, you can't tell me nothing, really. I hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She whooping his ass. I'm talking about she tearing his ass up. So my daddy came in there and said, this, that, and the third. You know what her response was? Nathan, you need to get out this room.
Lord of mercy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it is the biggest problem with us, all of these topics that we talk about, it's always been a disconnect. Nobody's ever paid attention to it because we've always focused on the connection between black men and black women. But it's always been a strong disconnect.
Yeah. I'm gonna just touch on that a little bit, man. Because, you do got those mamas that don't play. But the thing you got to understand about little boys, they going to test you. They going to try some
absolutely
shit.
The fuck right.
And if the mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mama, if she's a little like, oh, that's my baby. If she's that kind of mama, oh, the son going to run all over her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you see that in a lot of women where it's like, oh, that's my baby, that's my king, that's my blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And so when he knows that, like, oh, mama loves me, you know what I mean? She ain't, if you got that kind of mama,
see,
then it can get.
See, a part of that is the same thing we've been talking about. A part of that is abandonment issues. What child do you know that's 3 years old? What child do you know at 3 can go out here, get their own car, get their own place, or just say fuck their mama and leave? But you have that mama that experienced that with their father. A lot of them have experienced that with their mother. Yeah. So when you see a black woman out here and she posting on social media and this is my little king and all of that, sometimes you got to respect it because you're not sure or you're not privy to what she's been through in her personal life. You got to remember, man, black women definitely have a lot of abandonment issues. Black men too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know black dudes, bro, ain't never seen their mama a day in their life, and they older than me. And on top of that, some of these niggas' mamas is still living. Damn. So that shit, it gets real deep. So when you ask a question, it's a bunch of shit up under that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shit up under that.
So that leads into a perfect segue for what we got next, right? So who's responsible for broken homes in our culture?
Hold on, I'm gonna answer that when I come back. I've been drinking this liquor. I got to use the bathroom, y'all.
Hey, yo, why Curry?
Curry said
why Curry runs to the bathroom, man? Yo, why Curry runs to the bathroom, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to our Patreon Drinks and Discussion podcast, man. We got exclusive interviews, exclusive podcasts on the Patreon, man, that you can subscribe to. And also make sure you follow my man Primetime Naeem.
Yes, sir. Follow me. All right, man. So you want me to address this while my boy Curry in the?
Oh yeah, I thought you was gonna plug your shit, but
let me plug my shit then. Yo, first off, I just dropped a video. This joint is crazy controversial.
It's controversial as fuck.
Coming out me. Look, bro, if you want to learn about how to be a feminine woman and what men want
that
in
sounds
women,
so bad coming from you.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Hey, I know. Listen, I tell men about how to be masculine. I've dropped plenty of videos on how to be masculine.
Yeah.
You have.
You have.
You know what I'm saying? So I keep it even.
Look,
I keep it even.
But I'm telling you, you gonna blow up when you talk about women. It's the Kevin Samuels effect. That's what I call it.
Man,
you talk about men the whole time. As soon as you say something about a woman, this nigga ain't shit. Don't follow him.
I had a girl in my inbox today talking all kind of shit because I address women. I dropped 3 videos addressing men, saying how men need to be better leaders, better providers. And ain't nobody said shit. Nobody had a problem with me addressing men.
And that's how I go, though.
I told women that they need to get their shit together.
Right. That's how I go because
the Kevin Samuels effect.
Yeah. Because that's what I was gonna say. Look at Kevin Samuels. They only talk shit about him because he addresses women. But when I first found out about Kevin Samuels, he didn't do nothing but address. I remember watching some shit. This dude was on the phone with him. This motherfucker said he make $1,200 a month. He 5'6". He 270 pounds. Kevin Samuels went into his ass.
Got into him.
He said,
I remember that video.
He said, so you short, you fat as hell, you broke, and you got a little dick.
Yo, why you say that man had a little dick though?
That's what he said. You know, I'm just quoting him.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as he started talking about black women, he became famous.
Mm-hmm. Bruh, when he was talking about that dude, everyone was laughing. Everyone thought
it's
it was
funny.
The funniest shit
it's
ever.
funny.
Yeah. It was like, that's fat, he's short, he got a little dick. It's like, but as soon as he said something about women, oh damn, let's cancel him.
Right. Yeah, that's cancel.
It's like, oh, you know, it's okay to laugh at the black man, but you know what I'm saying, as soon as you know, it's like, all right, I made a post on Facebook. I said women like to be held until it's accountability. Like they like to be held until they're being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you know Kevin Samuels, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna hold you, we're gonna laugh at this nigga, but let's talk about you. It's like, nah, nigga, nah, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
and
that.
So the problem is it seemed like it's millions of those women. But it's just as many women that don't mind holding themselves accountable. But that means they will hold you accountable to the highest effect.
Absolutely.
Those are the type of women. Well, when we talk about black women, whatever they got going on, however they may seem, I still ride for them. That's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just me. But there is a difference. There is it's a huge difference. You know what I mean?
You got to think of it like this, bro. Black women are like flowers, bro. It's 50 billion species of flowers out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not everyone smell the same. Not everyone smells sweet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it's still beautiful to look at. You know what I'm saying? It's still a beautiful thing. So
right.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You gonna ride with them, you gonna ride with them, you know. What was we saying before, Curry?
The actual question. The actual question is who's responsible for broken homes?
Yes. Who's responsible for broken homes in our culture?
Y'all want to take a break before I answer that? Let me smoke this cigarette right quick. Nah, it ain't no cigarette, but y'all know the answer. You may not want to admit it, but you already know.
No, Curry, I want you to tell us, man.
You already know. Come on now, think about it.
Nah, Curry, tell me, man. Tell me. I want to know what you're thinking.
You want me to talk about it?
You already know the answer. It's only 2 words.
Go ahead, bro.
The initials is BM.
Oh man, I won't even gonna go there. But you got to. I'm gonna let you talk.
But you got to.
I'm gonna let you talk because I have counters.
Yeah, I know. You an intelligent man.
I wasn't about to go there. Go ahead.
But the only reason why I go there is because I'm only concerned with my neighborhood, so my culture.
I get where you're coming from.
So, you know, back in the day when we was growing up, you know, we used to think that Martin Luther King was one, you know, the greatest man in the world.
Right.
And he was. Like I told you on the podcast before, I said
not better than Malcolm X though. No, go
hold
ahead.
on. And what I said, I said the same thing. What I said was, I don't think it was a man smarter than him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I also said that Malcolm X had it right. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You did say that.
So, you know, we grew up, you know, Martin Luther King, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he focused on world peace. I could believe in that, but I'm really only focused on the type of things that Malcolm X was focused on. I'm really only focused on my neighborhood. Yep. You know, I feel a way if a white woman gets raped a block from my neighborhood, I'm gonna feel a way. I am. I'm gonna have some sympathy towards that.
Right.
I'm not gonna react to it, honestly. Now, if a black woman gets raped a block from my neighborhood, I'm going to feel a way, but I'm also going to react to that. So that means if I see her rapist on the street and I'm on the other side of the block and I see him, then yeah, I you know, count me in to do some shit. And I could be in a situation where I don't even know that damn black girl name. I just know she got raped.
Yeah.
That's how I operate. That's really how Malcolm X operated. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said it's really our fault. It's a black man's fault because black men not gonna name one black man you know that'll go to prison for a woman they don't know. Name one.
I mean, I could name
other than yourself.
I can name a couple only because of the sub community that me and Sue and I come from.
Right, I feel that.
Yeah, just the sub community him and I come from. It's like I could name a few, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
But I don't know if you saw that news article, but that reminds me. I think it was in Philly. We just had this conversation.
Yeah, we did just have this
conversation about that lady who got raped on that train. I don't know if you saw that, but there was guys on the bus. The train. They just sat there and recorded a lady getting raped.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you see why black women? You see why black women are? Now we just specifically talking about black women. So that's it. A situation like that, right? It ain't nothing. I could break a nigga jaw or crack a motherfucker sternum with one hit. I got big hands. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to do that. And if you got to deal with some legal shit, all right, but you did a good deed. The same thing that Malcolm X was doing. We always talk about black leaders and we don't have them. all right, so activate yourself in a way that you will step up and be a black leader. That means, yeah, you might have to deal with some shit. You might have to deal with some shit. But at the end of the day, you didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So if it's
you were in the right.
Right. So if it's men attacking one black woman, and I took the route of recording, and this black woman, while she's being assaulted, she could see me recording. How the fuck is she supposed to feel? She ain't gonna feel like, well, maybe he had a bad day and he was tired. No, that's not gonna.
That's bullshit.
And that's why I'm not gonna say black women act like that, but that's why sometimes they are the way they are. That's why you feel this masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Black women, they carry guns. I know black women that ain't got nothing but assault rifles, AR-15s, AR-180s, AR-30s, AR-10s, and they walk around with them shits, and they ride with them
straight like that.
Yeah, because part of the problem is us. Everybody's human. Everybody's one person. But you don't really hear about that shit in other communities.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah.
Look at Kyle Rittenhouse. He just got off of some shit because of.
I legitimately left that shit out of here because I knew how I was gonna get when niggas brought that shit up.
But it's real shit. Look how he operated in a way for a certain type of people.
Yeah.
That still believe in racism. If you're not white, then you're inferior. So black men have to start holding, and black women too. Let me say that as well. Black women and black men have to hold each other as superior beings.
Absolutely.
But women can be more emotional than men. That's why it is the way it is today. So all this shit that you see on Facebook, Twitter, and IG, for one, all that shit is a facade. A lot of motherfuckers just post shit and talk shit for likes and shares and comments. And I've been on Facebook ever since 2005 when you had to have a college email to have Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
We
just
to start a Facebook,
right.
Nigga.
When MySpace and Black Planet was still popping.
Yeah, nigga, glitter comments
so
and all
that shit you see now, motherfuckers talking shit, that they want to go viral. All right, that's cool. How you feel though when motherfuckers ain't in the room, or when motherfuckers ain't on Facebook or IG or all this other bullshit? Because we getting exploited. We argue with each other over shit like this for a motherfucker that's a multi-billionaire. Yeah. And nah, we don't pay for Facebook, but he make money off of us because he has advertisement.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Nigga. So why the fuck can't we do some shit like that for ourselves? So why the fuck I'm gonna beef with a female because she maybe at times she's a little overly masculine? The only thing I would do is I want to get to know her background fully.
Yeah.
To see why she's like this. And even with some women, they'll tell you, I want to get to know why the fuck is this black man like this? You know, you got women out here take care of black men, move them into their house, pay all the bills, cook every night, get him what he need, still have sex with him. He ain't did nothing all day. He filled out one application, watched TV, played the game, and the food you cooked last night, he just heated it up on the stove and put it on the plate when you get home. And then he took a shower so he could be smelling good when you ready to give him some of that pussy. So we operating, but we operating in a bad circle.
Yeah.
It's like a revolving door, but the door is bad. The door is all fucked up. It's cracked. The paint chipping off of it. You know what I'm saying? We're operating in a bad door. It goes hand in hand. It's really no separation other than the fact that one is a woman and one is a man. Because we all have some type of issue because of the past. And I don't want to call it an issue, so to speak. But we all have something. Like, take your first girlfriend that you were so in love with and she cheated on you. That activated your mind because, once she was gone, you got another girlfriend, but you did your thing around town. You knocked this girl down, knocked this girl down, knocked that girl. But you go home to your girl and you ain't going to leave her because she good to you, but you do your thing on the side. It's the same thing with women. The only difference is they receive and we go in.
Catch almighty.
And so that's where you have like motherfuckers that, for females say she fucked 10 niggas in her lifetime. Some motherfuckers say, well, she was a hoe. Well, niggas get paid to fuck too. There's women out here that'll pay men to fuck, and they ain't even really paying them to fuck. They paying them to leave.
Come on, bro. I know exactly where you was going with that shit, yo.
See, I've been around a long time. I've been through a lot of shit. I done seen shit on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, bigger facts.
The only difference is, once again, female and male. So you expect, when you say female, you expect certain things. You expect certain things. Okay, the female comes back and she expects certain things. That's where the conflict starts. So we are essentially in fault for broken homes because our minds got knocked off of what the fuck we should have been doing. Like you pay attention to a lot of black dudes out here. They want to be like Italians in the mafia. You can't be like that because you're not Italian.
Right.
They want this American dream bullshit. Okay. What they don't tell you is they didn't receive the American dream. They took it. You trying to receive some shit.
It ain't being given out.
That's not being given out. So when you talk about shit like cocaine and crack, and your mind jumped to this because you can make $50,000 in 2 weeks, $100,000 a month. Some motherfuckers was making $500 to $1 million a month. All right, so here's the drawback. The money that you're making, you're taking out of every black man in your neighborhood, your community, your city, because 9 times out of 10, most of them are smoking crack or snorting cocaine. Okay, these men that are snorting cocaine or smoking crack, they have kids and they have a woman at home. Their main focus now becomes getting high.
Yeah, instead of taking care of their
So fuck the crib. Matter of fact, I'm gonna steal a bunch of shit up out this motherfucker. Yeah. So you don't think about that. All you thinking about is the money you making.
Yeah.
Here go the fucked up part. Then you get on the shit. You done made $100 million. Then you get on shit, or you go to prison. So you get taken away from your own family. Now everybody has to fend for themselves when they depended on you. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's our fault, because we let certain things come in between taking care of responsibilities. Name me the last time, or tell me the last time you saw Malcolm X snort some cocaine or smoke some crack, or Martin Luther King, or H. Hap Brown, or Stokely Carmichael, or Fred Hampton. Anybody.
Shit. Malcolm X ain't do it since he was
before.
red.
Before.
Yeah, when he was red, yeah. But after that, nah.
But after, when he activated himself in such a way that he could have changed a entire nation regarding black men. Yeah. Everybody, we all could be black Muslims right now because of Malcolm X.
Yeah, legit.
And I know that you are Muslim.
Yeah.
And I know why you are Muslim. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But imagine every black man operating the way Malcolm X operated.
Right.
But shit, look at him. Black men took his life. Why?
Bro, it's a lot with that, man. I don't want to.
Nah, we're gonna get it.
We got like 4 minutes left, man.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get into this shit. This part. Listen, that's the camera right there.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers listening to this podcast. We finna be up all night. These niggas ain't going nowhere. They need to call their girl and say, look, we gonna be late. I'm gonna be late tonight, goddamn it. We getting into this shit tonight. Because when you ask those type of questions, though, there's so many factors. Oh, now, we don't have to get into that.
Yeah.
But you gotta, like, that's why I say it's our fault. Because why would you tell me why you would kill Malcolm X if it wasn't for money or some type of gang in the fruit of Islam? And then tell me why you got somebody like Malcolm X that's telling the truth about Elijah Muhammad. Yep. Do your research.
Yep. Yeah, because he did out his ass.
You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna say that.
But why did he out his ass? The same things you taught Malcolm X not to be, you was the whole time. And so
false prophets.
Now you got Malcolm X looking like the same thing black folk do every day. Like, goddamn, well, damn, what type of shit is this?
Yeah.
But because I'm my own man, I'm gonna say something about it because I'm true to myself.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? But it's no logical reason why black men killed Malcolm X. None at all. So what did they do? They took a man from his wife, his kids, and his purpose on earth. Because all we have is the memory. Yeah, we can go on YouTube and listen to public speaking of Malcolm X and all that shit, and we can read what he said, but he's not here.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
And he's been gone, what, over 50 years now?
Damn, it has been that long.
65, 64, 65.
Yeah, he got killed in like in the 60s.
Yeah, so
because my dad's almost 7.
Yeah, so I mean, you can read all you want, but the same thing is gonna always play in your head. That motherfucker not here no more. And like he said, we need black leaders, but look at what we've done. Look at who killed Fred Hampton.
Yeah, right.
Well, hold on. Now, I definitely, because I was about to say something about Malcolm X, but I definitely got to combat that. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, on some real, I know you say it's us, but I got to go complete Dr. Umar Johnson on this shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like what has happened, bro, is systemic racism has fucked us up.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? We in a situation, bro, like you really think that like black men are just naturally more aggressive, naturally more violent, naturally do more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're in this situation for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like drugs got pumped into our community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they put us in these projects. You know what I'm saying? Like they want us to kill each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Black men are arrested 5 times more than their white counterparts. You know what I mean? Like when you do this shit where you take the black man out the home, like to me, especially when it comes to parenting and black role models, just being present is like half the battle, bro. Just being there. Yeah. Because when you are there as a, like, you're there as a model. Like your kid can see you and see like, okay, this is what he does. This is dad goes to work. Dad does this. Dad takes out the trash. You know what I mean? Just seeing you there, like without you even being like real active, just you being there has a huge impact on the black family. Mm-hmm. When I think even to this day, I don't want to get the stat wrong, but it's like 3 out of 5 black men are likely to be arrested in their lifetime. Mm-hmm. That is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then back to your Fred Hampton point. Yeah, it was a black man who set him up, but who put him there? Mm-hmm. It was the CIA. The CIA planted someone there. You know what I'm saying? To have him killed. Martin Luther King. You can't tell me that wasn't the CIA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, Malcolm X, that was probably Nation of Islam. You You know what I'm saying?
In coercion with the FBI, but I'm not.
Listen. There's some people who say it was probably the FBI.
It was always the federal government, because you got to remember J. Edgar Hoover had information on everybody. Remember the guy that took down the Black Panthers in Chicago and Fred Hampton. Remember, he was a stick-up kid and a carjacker. Yeah. And when he got caught, he didn't want to do his time. So what did they? And the FBI knew. Yeah. The FBI knew. So they said, we're going to take a weak black man and make him infiltrate people that we call terrorists. Now, at this point in time, the only thing Fred Hampton had did was speak to people. And see, this is why motherfuckers say the tongue is powerful.
Absolutely.
Malcolm X was, if you bring it to him and he got it, yeah, okay. This is not somebody that I could play with like that, because he will take it there because of his background. If you look what he did before prison, you say, okay, yeah. But it's always been white people taking advantage of black people in a sense. But I don't blame white people, because we got to have our own mind. Yeah. So if you tell me, motherfucker, either you going to do 30 years or you going to take y'all black leader Barker down, I probably would say, okay, I do 30 years, please. And look, don't put me in segregation. Put me in general pop.
Hey, but you know what happened with old buddy, right? In the interview, he said he didn't feel guilty about it, or he had no, you know what I mean? He had, you know.
You got to remember.
But then, you know what happened to him? He killed himself.
Yeah.
So he killed himself. He was feeling guilty.
Yeah, because you know why?
After that.
You know why? Because the FBI raped him. But see, that was his own problem. Because as a black man, a grown man, you should be intelligent enough for yourself to think. Right. You got fucked with no Vaseline. White man took you and knew you couldn't do no time in prison. Okay, we're gonna have you infiltrate Fred Hampton and these Black Panthers, and we're gonna single-handedly take them down. The only motherfucking group in America that J. Edgar Hoover never took down was the Ku Klux Klan. Any other group, whether they were
down his own party,
right? Any other group, especially black, have been dismantled. Look at Huey Newton when he got killed. He was smoking crack. You're talking about a black man that got a bachelor's degree, 2 bachelor's degrees, and a master's in the 50s and 60s. But he ended up on crack. It's all a part of the system where we haven't thought enough of ourselves. So the FBI, especially the Central Intelligence Agency, they definitely put that shit out there, because they were selling drugs. You talking about a federal agency that's drug dealers. Either they gonna smoke this crack, big pharma, right? Either they gonna smoke this crack, or they gonna sell this crack. And whichever one they do, either way, we gonna get them. Name me one drug dealer that was going overseas getting dope. Not even Frank Lucas. Not even Frank Lucas. Not Pee Wee Matthews from Durham. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, legit. But like, you know what I mean? Like, where is these drugs are being?
Oh, they always knew. They always knew.
Yeah. So you get, you know what I'm saying? You get the you know, the black soldiers hooked onto it. And you know, when we was over in Vietnam at the hooker houses, you know what I'm saying? You get the hookers to put to put it on the black soldiers.
And what did they do? What did they do in Vietnam? Any soldier that wasn't black that came home from Vietnam, they got taken care of. Black soldiers from Vietnam, guess what they got hooked on? Heroin.
Yeah. Bigger facts. Heroin or cocaine, one of the two.
It was opium, straight opium.
Yeah.
Because that's all they had. That's all they had in Southeast Asia. Opium, liquor, and cigarettes, and pussy.
Yeah.
And that's 4 things that you could take and control a man's mind. Whether it's money, whether it's pussy, hell, even cigarettes.
Yeah.
If you take a motherfucker, I know some motherfuckers right now, I could take a damn carton of Newports over there. Them motherfuckers act like they hit the lottery.
Hey, look, let me tell you this shit, man. Let me tell you this shit. I had a conversation with one of my old heads, man. And we were talking, we were actually talking about just that. But we were talking about it. He was talking about it in the present tense.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about it in the past tense. I was talking about it in like the Roman era. I was like, yo, you know how many wars were fought over some fucking pussy?
But look where it started. We always been subconscious of our own intelligence. We've always questioned ourselves. Prostitution started in Europe. The idea came from Africa because black women walked around free, naked.
Fucking naked.
Yeah, there you go. Players Club. So when the white man say, okay, we're going to infiltrate, these motherfuckers walking around him, and the men that own these villages not making no money. Okay, let me take this shit back to Europe. What's the first thing the white woman is gonna say?
Fuck you, pay me.
Motherfuckers be thinking like Lil Wayne made up that shit. Nah, he studied history and got that term. Even Biggie, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so that created the opportunity for black women to be exploited for a cheaper amount.
Let's talk
see,
about it.
See, what I tell people is, bro, when I was at Central, one of the worst things I did and one of the best things I did was major in history. But that shit came out. It came out like a motherfucker taking a shit that had diarrhea. That shit came out. And you read this shit and then you start to connect. That's why I say it's black men's fault because we took the bait. We should have been strong within ourselves. We should have been strong within ourselves. Like Shaka Zulu or the original Hannibal Lecter.
Right.
He was so motherfucking treacherous that him and his people rode elephants over a mountain in the snow to go take over an empire. Think about how slow an elephant moves.
Yeah.
And think about traveling on elephants in the middle of snow.
On a fucking mountain.
Shaka Zulu, he killed people solely based off the fact I'm gonna protect my people. There's a difference between white and black because we got different saying. We got different skin color. So if you meet a motherfucker that think like that, back then, they wouldn't do no dumb shit. Now you gotta worry about it if they do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost 2022. Yeah, a motherfucker think like that, he might just go outside and kill a white man. Oh, motherfucker, you what the fuck? We all implicated now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my point is that's why I say it was our fault because we didn't educate ourselves enough. We took the bait on a lot of shit. Prostitution, money, drugs, to flaunt. But then you also got to look at it like you ain't had no choice. You getting $100 in food stamps a month. And yeah, food and shit was cheaper back then, but that's really all that's coming in. You ain't got no job. Your mama ain't got no job. Your daddy locked up or he dead or he just ain't around. You got a little brother, little sister. Then you see a motherfucker riding down your block. This motherfucker in a 1985 S800 Benz, chrome wheels, jewelry on. This motherfucker got on Gucci from Dapper Dan. And you say, shit, I want that lifestyle. It don't take much to, when you fucked up, to want to change your lifestyle.
That's facts, man.
But white people knew that, and that's why they put all this shit out there. I feel like a lot of black shit that has going on in our community is because we wanted to be like the mafia. We couldn't be, though.
Yeah.
We couldn't be.
So my nigga Jay chimed in. He said, yeah, we need to improve. We need to improve as black men. And
we do.
Our people.
Yeah, we
people
do.
Meaning women and children.
Yeah, we do. Because you can't talk to black children. And if you try to correct a black child, they mama gonna come out the woodwork.
Not even that. I'm gonna tell you, it's the 10-year difference.
Mm-hmm.
So niggas that are 10 years younger than us, that's where the discord starts. And I've noticed that. My little brother is 10 years older than everybody. 10 years younger than everybody in this room, right?
Right.
Now, mind you, when I went to college, little nigga was still in middle school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to have the blueprint. I did all the fuck ups.
Right.
Nigga, you have the blueprint. All you gotta do is follow the shit, right? But it's crazy how, two kids raised in the same household just turn out so fucking different. But it's like, yo, you got the blueprint. Like, nigga, I am for general meaning of all men of the age of 33, nigga, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about shit, nigga, I'm good. I could have been good earlier in life, but I fucked up. I got the blueprint out for you, dog. All you gotta do is follow it. Nigga, you can be set by the time you fucking 20, 24.
That's the difference. That's the difference between black folk and other races. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like us, well, not us, so to speak, but black people in general, they have no desire to listen, even though game is free. It don't cost you a penny.
Nope.
It'll cost you more to go buy a stick of gum at the store than to listen to a motherfucker that's been through some shit and see you about to go through the same shit.
The same shit, nigga. I was
and can speak to you.
Just there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and can speak to you. Yeah. That's where all this shit, but this shit ain't new. This shit been going on since right after segregation. When Malcolm X, when Martin Luther King got killed, and said, and all these motherfuckers that followed Martin Luther King, like Stokely Carmichael, and all these people said, "No, fuck that. We finna switch this shit up." Black Panther Party hit. This is when the shit got misconstrued, because J. Edgar Hoover put it out there like Martin Luther King was a serial cheater, physically.
Yeah.
That wasn't the truth. Yeah, he had plenty of conversations with black women. Look who he was and look where the fuck he was going.
Right.
Of course he's going to have conversations with a species other than the male species.
Right.
Of course. All, just all type of shit. You put these things in place. One thing I know is when you want to infiltrate some shit, you become one of the best motherfuckers in the organization. Because you got to see how it works from the inside out, and you got to be familiar.
Yep.
That's why I say it was our fault. I could blame the white man. I could do that all day long with no problem. I could blame the white man. But what's the difference between me and him? The only difference is he white like your cabinets in your kitchen. He a male just like I'm a male. I can educate myself and realize other races of people at the end of the day protect their own. Why do black people don't do the same? What is What's the issue? What's the issue? I don't have beef with no black man out here. Unless he try to cause me harm, cause my mother harm, my father harm, my sister harm, or my niece harm, or the woman that I'm with harm. That's the only issue that we gonna have. See, I can hang around racist white people that say the word nigger because I'm not gonna be offended. We've been getting called that shit for the longest. Here's where he's gonna get offended though. When I counter myself in his conversation with intelligence. Right. When I put him up on some shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how you work, motherfuckers. You use your mind. Don't you sometimes you're gonna use your emotions in certain situations, but use your mind. Let these motherfuckers know I ain't no joke. Mentally, and if you try me physically, I guarantee you're gonna lose. I don't give a fuck if I'm standing in front of the Ku Klux Klan. These motherfuckers. Yeah. Nah, you ain't got to go that far. You can go out where I'm at, right off 85 by the Walmart. It's Ku Klux Klansmen that live on a compound out there. Do they ever, but ask me, do they ever come outside? When the Ku Klux Klansmen said they was coming to Durham in 2016 over the summer.
That. Yeah, I remember that.
Ask me, did the motherfuckers come to Durham? Not the ones that was coming out of town, the ones that live here in Durham. No, because for one, you got to believe in yourself. Two, you can't be scared. And when I say scared, you can't be scared to die and you can't be scared to go to prison. If you're going to protect and if you're going to be that type of man or woman, you talk that shit within your own culture. But what are you going to do to people outside of your culture that threaten your culture? Like we got shit, like I said, man, from crack, cocaine, heroin, prostitution, all this shit. You know, I've known black men to try to run schemes like the mafia did. I know a black dude that tried to do some shit that Bernie Madoff did. Motherfucker, you know, come on, man. He got the he got the he got the electric chair. Bernie Madoff just did a whole bunch of time in prison and then he died. But he had been doing that shit for the longest. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, he had more money than Jeff Bezos. We don't have to do shit. What's for white people or any other generation is for them. Like the American mafia. That's like me coming to y'all and say, yeah, we finna start this type of family. And we're gonna do this, that, and the third, and we're gonna make a lot of money. Almost trying to govern ourselves like the mafia. Right. That shit not gonna work because they took. And if they didn't take, they killed to take. Yeah. You willing to do that? You willing to spend the rest of your life in prison? It's only one set of people that did maybe a fourth of that shit. And that's Big Meech and them because they reigned for like 20-some years. Yeah. And they governed themselves like the American Mafia, the Black Mafia family. And they reigned for a long time. But when they went down, they went down. Yeah. Right. Because the Italian Mafia is still prevalent in America. As a motherfucker. But is BMF still prevalent in America? Absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? Like, legit. I remember my first time going to Atlanta. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was real like black culture. When we was in the 10th grade at Hillside, I went to Atlanta. It was BMF billboards everywhere. And Big Meech was so motherfucking smart that the Atlanta that you see today, a lot of that shit, his money paid for. A lot of that shit, his money alone paid for, because what I think and what I feel is he was the richest motherfucker in Atlanta, in Georgia, period. A lot of the shit that goes on in Atlanta today, he paid for that shit. Okay, here's the issue. They go down. You go to Atlanta today, you're not going to see no BMF billboards. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see this, that, and the third. I remember back, this is no lie, I remember 2005, I was in Atlanta, summertime. I went to the Sharp Bar. The Sharp Bar was so motherfucking popping. It was like a nightclub. All them niggas, most of them niggas rolled through. It was like 40 of them niggas. They all had everything outside from one block to the next. Everything that was parked on the curb was foreign. Them motherfuckers came in there, and I know they spent, just watching shit, because I like money, I know them motherfuckers spent $300,000 easy. Everybody in there drunk for free. Whatever liquor you was drinking was paid for courtesy of this particular organization. Damn. And you can't say what they was doing, and I ain't gonna say what they was doing to get their money. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because for how I'm concerned, how I think, it was all legal. But look at the situation now. Like I said, the Italian mafia is still prevalent. There are still 5 families in New York. Mm-hmm. You take black people that do something and try to govern themselves in the same way, it's just not going to work. Because for one, we're black. Right. And my whole point is, that's why I say it's our fault. Because we try to do shit instead of doing shit out on our own. If we were to listen to Malcolm X, we would still have mutual life insurance would still be prevalent in Durham. Yep. Mechanics and Farmers Bank will still be prevalent in Durham.
They still got one, right?
But it's not like a Wells Fargo or state employees.
Yeah. True that.
If I give you the option to open you a bank account or a savings account with state employees or mechanics and farmers, who you gonna choose? Exactly.
Always the truth.
Hayti is not the same in Durham. No. We don't have any more black hospitals. Nope. We don't have any more black schools. Nope. They're named after black people, but if you're going to follow a certain rhetoric, segregation, then a black school is supposed to be for black people. If you look at North Carolina Central, it's really diverse. Yeah. And it's a HBCU, but if I'm of a different color, I can get more money than what this institution was started for a certain demographic.
That is literally 2 scholarships for not being black.
Exactly.
It's literally 2 scholarships.
Exactly.
For going to Central and not being black.
So we just talking about one little city, Durham. Imagine 50 states across America that has black civilization. Yeah. Because everywhere in the United States, there has been some type of black civilization. Like in Oklahoma, Tulsa, back in the day. Just like Durham, you had this whole entire community. You had motherfuckers that was black men owning big ass hotels. 5-star back in the early 1900s. What do people do? Because we can't come together we allow others to be able to infiltrate, and then some of our own to infiltrate. See all this shit tying together, and history plays so much of a part in it. The same thing that motherfuckers was going through in 1925 is the same thing we going through today. Tactics are different. A lot of motherfuckers got killed. A lot of motherfuckers got the shit beat out of them.
Right.
You know, tactics are different, but you gotta stand for something. But you also, if you're gonna stand for some shit, be real about it. So if I gotta lose my life or do life in prison, that's what I gotta do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I gotta do.
So, man, Kurt, I am so happy you came for these fucking topics, bro. Like, I'm
dropping gems.
Yeah, bro. Like, the whole time I'm sitting here like, bro, this nigga is the camera been on you the whole time, for real.
But it's real shit. And then when you think about shit, when you got time to reflect, when you think about